A tired young blonde woman wearing a blue top and yellow apron stands in a rustic home kitchen stirring a bubbling pot of stew on a stove. Behind her, an older woman in a red dress with a harsh expression and an older man in a dark suit with a stern frown watch her closely with tight arms. The artwork features a vibrant comic illustration aesthetic with dramatic indoor lighting, highlighting the daughter's exhausted and sad expression while cooking for her demanding parents. A young woman on her knees frantically scrubbing a wooden living room floor with a washcloth and a bucket of soap water. In the background, her strict mother and father sit comfortably on a couch, pointing imperiously at dust spots. Cinematic graphic novel art style, wide shot, warm ambient light mixed with harsh shadows, emphasizing her tireless physical effort and emotional drain. A young woman setting an elaborate dinner table filled with steamed dishes, roast chicken, and fresh bread. Her parents sit at the head of the table, looking unsatisfied, scolding her as she humbly bows her head. Emotional storybook art style, highly detailed textures, dramatic table lighting, portraying unappreciated devotion and familial tension. Close-up of a young woman standing at a rain-streaked kitchen window late at night, looking out toward distant glowing city lights. She wears simple clothes, holding a hot mug with steam rising, deep tearful contemplation on her face, soft cinematic moonlighting and shadows, evoking a powerful desire for freedom and quiet resolve. A young woman in her dimly lit cozy bedroom at midnight, folding her clothes and placing them inside an open leather suitcase on her bed. She looks resolute and peaceful despite tears on her cheeks, making the definitive decision to leave home. Rich color palette, warm bedside lamp glow, dramatic low-angle cinematic framing. A young woman carrying a single packed suitcase stepping out through the front door of a suburban house into the cool morning air. Her parents stand framed in the illuminated doorway behind her, shouting angrily, while she keeps walking forward without turning back. Morning golden hour light, cinematic depth of field, dramatic movement. A young woman walking down an empty suburban street at sunrise, holding her bag, walking toward the glowing horizon. The golden morning light washes over her face as a gentle smile appears, symbolic of fresh beginnings and independence. 4K cinematic style, wide lens angle, soft lens flare. A young woman sitting inside a brightly sunlit train car next to a window, watching the green countryside roll past. She takes a deep breath of relief, smiling softly to herself with total inner peace. Atmospheric cinematic lighting, gentle camera tracking shot feel, expressive character detail. A young woman standing on the balcony of a small city apartment at sunset, looking out at the expansive skyline, free and empowered. Warm evening colors paint the sky, soft wind moving her hair, symbolizing a self-made life of dignity and happiness. High detail illustrative storybook style, breathtaking view. A young blonde woman dressed in smart casual professional attire walking confidently through a bright, sunlit glass office building holding a folder, smiling broadly. Cinematic graphic novel style, modern urban workplace environment, warm natural lighting highlighting her renewed confidence and independence. A young woman sitting at her clean, organized desk in a cozy modern office, working happily on a computer while sipping coffee. Sunlight streams through large windows, illustrative storybook art style, conveying a sense of pride, accomplishments, and professional satisfaction. A young woman decorating her small city apartment on a peaceful evening, hanging up soft string lights and placing fresh flowers in a vase. Warm, cozy ambient light, rich colors, expressing emotional healing and creating her own safe space. A young woman sitting at an outdoor cafe table with a group of cheerful, supportive friends, laughing heartily while sharing pastries and coffee. Bright afternoon sunlight, vibrant comic illustration aesthetic, emphasizing connection, joy, and healthy relationships. Back in the parents' rustic kitchen, the strict mother and father stand surrounded by messy unwashed dishes and cluttered countertops, looking tired, overwhelmed, and regretful. Dramatic low-key lighting, expressive comic book style, showing the stark realization of her absence. A young woman sitting at a warm wooden desk at dusk, reading a letter from her parents with a thoughtful and calm expression. Close-up cinematic shot, soft lamplight, showing emotional maturity and freedom from guilt without anger. A young woman standing proudly at a vibrant community art or work event while people around her clap warmly. Bright ambient event lighting, detailed illustrative visual style, portraying recognition, self-worth, and success. A young woman hosting a warm homemade dinner for her friends in her cozy apartment, happily placing a delicious pot of food on the table while everyone smiles. Warm candlelight, festive family of choice vibe, showing love without obligation. A young woman hosting a warm homemade dinner for her friends in her cozy apartment, happily placing a delicious pot of food on the table while everyone smiles. Warm candlelight, festive family of choice vibe, showing love without obligation. A young woman standing on a scenic overlook viewing a sunset over a glowing city skyline, wearing a comfortable sweater, looking forward with absolute confidence and peace. Cinematic wide shot, breathtaking evening sky, triumphant final image of a self-made life.